Number 4, service with humility. So you would have to do service when you love someone, but with humility. That means, sometimes you do service with arrogance. I have to feed you, I have to do this for you, okay, here. You better like the food I cook. I spend 3 hours, eat. Kind of like that. So, so you have to do service with humility. That means it's my pleasure to serve. It's my honor to serve. I see God in you. And, thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you so that I can become a better person. Okay? So you need to learn to actively serve everyone. And you think that serve is like a big deal, No. Serve is in a daily action. Give a little cup of water when the person is needing, a pillow, remember something. It doesn't need much. But it's the intention that is behind. That is, you are aware. You are aware. And you are all the time ready to do something for another. Okay? But when you do service, remember that you do service to God. That means it's not depending on your liking. That means you don't do service only to the people that you like. And the people you don't like, you don't do service. You have to do service to people either you like them or not. And actually, it's better to do service to people that you don't like. So if you teach yoga class, for example, you like to put your attention in the people that can do all the nice postures, and you feel good as a teacher. And you don't like to teach the people that are they are clumsy, they cannot move, and you say, forget about them. That's the opposite. You have to go and give attention to the people that need more your help. Worship. Number 5 is worship. So worship means rituals, the worship. When you bow, when you offer flowers, when you go to temple, place of worship. So you have to do that in your daily life. See everywhere as a temple. Learn to see God in your relationships. Offer your time and presence, as well as beautiful gift. Because when you go to God, in puja and things, what do you do? What's the gesture? Those who don't know. You do 108 times offering flower. 108 times offering flower. Offering rice, offering things. Why you have to do this? You repeat God's name and you do 108 times, 1008 times. So the gesture of bringing, love and giving it out. I recognize, when you do this, I recognize God in you. I recognize God in you. Whatever that I see, it's there. So you offer the 5 elements back to the divine so that you can learn to see the divine. So learn to see God in your relationships. Offer your time and presence. So that's your gift. Your presence is your gift. And your time. It's I want to tell a story. Just come to mind just now. It's in my sister's wedding. So I go to my sister's wedding, and she has so many people and so many dresses and so many things that she has to do and very busy. And I'm, the old sister coming with a orange dress and hardly don't know what gift to give, because she has already all the gift and all the thing. So I asked her for her time. I said, if you can give me some time, then I can offer you some words. I mean, something I would say to you. Yeah? And she said, I really don't have time. There's so many things she has to do. So I said, okay, if you don't have time, I don't know, so I'll go home. It's not like a blackmail or something, but really, I don't know what to do in a wedding, And she said, she and her husband, say, okay. So they give me some time. So I make a little altar, I sit them down, and I talk to them about love, about marriage, about relationship, about Sita and Rama, tell them story of the ideal relationship, and they're sobbing, and they're sobbing. So I believe that this is a very significant gift, in their life, in their wedding. So sometimes like this, we don't give each other time. This ideal time. So consider that to be offering. Okay? Prostrations. Learn to give. So how do you apply in daily life? So learn to give utmost respect. Prostrations, you have to bring your body down on the floor. That's a big move, And sometimes, in India, for the men, they have to lie flat on the floor, like this. So how do you practice that in daily life? Learn to give utmost respect to people you encounter or people surrounding you, no matter what they are. So prostrations. So here in the ashram, then we meet somebody, we say Om Namah Shivaya. That means I see God in you. So the recognition has to be there. When you say the mantra, you recognize the God. 7. Cultivate the feeling of being a servant of God. So this is, so you do service in the beginning, as if you do service, you do service, but you still have the sense that I'm doing it, okay? But when you come to this level, then you are a servant. I mean, it's higher than doing service. Yeah, I become a servant. That means what? I have no freedom of my own. That relationship of the divine that I see is everything. Yeah? I would not choose my own option of what I like to do. Yeah? I am a servant. So you can see it go deeper. So how do you apply that? It is the attitude of self-sacrifice that you developed in daily life. That means you would have to not all the time thinking about yourself and what you get, yeah? But sacrifice yourself. Sacrifice means you have to feel losing something, but you are happy to do so. Because in fact, when you do self-sacrifice, you're getting more, You are not losing, you're just exchanging your selfish attitude with the divine love. So, you practice that. So it's called practice of self-sacrifice. You would like to go and sit in the sun enjoy your meal. Yeah? But somebody needs something, then you have to sacrifice that time and go and attend to whatever somebody needs. Okay? Like the mother's love. Mother's love is considered to be the highest kind of selfless love. A mother will wake up in the middle of the night and take care of the need of the kids, yeah, without grumbling and revenging, on the kids. So that's self-sacrifice. And you ask a mother, what do you want to do with your life? What's your plan about your life? And what the mother would say? It depends on the kids, isn't it? So she's ready to give 20 years of her life to the kid. Imagine 20 years of your life. Give to somebody happily without thinking of your own plan about yourself. Number 8. There's 9 total. Cultivate feelings of friendship of God. So that means after being a servant, you have to be a servant first. That means you have to completely submit yourself first. Then you can be friend. Then you can come close to God. Everyone wants to be close to God. God at their beck and call, but without going through the first steps of letting go of ego and of service and of prostration, of humility. All these steps need to be done, before you can feel that closeness to God that makes you feel fulfilled. So how do you practice that? You have to learn to open your heart equally to all, without ulterior motives and discriminating who is higher than you or lower than you. So you need to learn to open, to be, to feel everyone as your own friend. And then the number 9 is the most difficult. It's called complete self-surrender. Learn to accept all things happening to you with equanimity and overcome your own expectations and feelings about anything done by yourself or others. So it's the acceptance, the flexibility of mind, the transparency, the openness, to accept all things happening with equanimity means not having an opinion. Yeah? We have all the time opinion about anything that happens. I like it, I don't like this. This is fair, this is not. Overcome your own expectation, because we always have expectation in life. I would like this to happen. I'm afraid that this will happen. I would like this to happen. So like this, we have this idea. Expectation about anything done by yourself and others. He or she should not have, like this. So we have idea, we have opinion. So the idea of self-surrender is completely let go of that and to see divinity everywhere in whatever happened. So one of the formula that I apply myself is God is in front of you. In the beginning, it was, in the beginning of my training, I say, God is in the parking lot. I explain to you, God is in the parking lot. Because at one time I was working in the ashram in Canada as in the office, there. And then I have to do everything, and I have to make sure that, people have transportation. The ashram doesn't have much car, and then people have to go, leave the ashram, coming, this, that, pick up people at the airport, and this, that, and we don't have car. And there's no taxi service, in Marmara for some reason, no taxi service. So then you have to manifest transportation in car. So, so I say, God is in the parking lot. So every time I need something, I go to the parking lot. I stand there, and I say, okay, God is in the parking lot. The first person that come, I say, you are God, and you're going to respond to this need. And then I ask the person, you go here, you go there, and most of the time it works. I solve all my problems. So that's why I become stronger in my belief that God is in the parking lot. That means what? God is always there. Parking lot or anything. God is always there. God is in front of you. God is surrounding you. God is everywhere. You just have to see it. So that's the end of the story today. And then we would continue another time.